Hello students, it's Mr. Nguyen here. Today we're going to be using properties of squares, rectangles, and rhombuses to solve problems using IXL practices. So before we begin though, let's review some of the properties that we've learned. These are special parallelograms, so all of the parallelograms properties apply to these polygons as well. Okay, so the parallelograms, all these four properties apply to the rectangles, the squares, and the rhombuses because those are parallelograms. And then on top of that, they have their own properties, right? So rectangles have their own properties, rhombuses have their own properties, and then the squares have their own properties. It's just special things about square is it's a very unique shape. So all of the properties that belong to the other shape applied to the square. Okay, so if you want to assume anything about the square, it's probably true because it's a pretty perfect shape. All right, let's start with this first square here. Quadrilateral arc QRST is a square. What is the measure of, or what is the length of QS? So here is QP that's given to us, and they want to know what QS is. Well, we know that these diagonals bisect each other right there. So we know that the PS would also be 18. But then there's something unique about the square is that, well, these pieces are also equal, right? But the question is not asking for that. The question is asking for the whole thing. So we're gonna take 18 and we multiply with 18 by 2, or we add 18 to it. I can't speak today. I'm sorry, guys. 18 times 2, which is 36. Let's hope I'm not going to mess up on my math. Submit. There you go. Okay. Delete that. Let's do one more square, and then maybe we'll skip along if they give us too many squares. Okay. I wanna hit the angles. Is this the angle? Oh yeah, it is the angle. We're looking for RUV. So RUV. Okay. Well, we know the angle on the square. The angle on the square here is a 90-degree angle. Sorry, I select the wrong thing. I want a pen. So this is a 90-degree angle, and I don't know why it's white. I need it to be a different color than white. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so all right. So this angle is 90 degrees. I can't even draw now. See, this thing is 90-degree, and we know that the diagonal actually bisect that angle, right? So if we want to know what RUV is, so RUV is this angle right here. Well, it's half of 90 degrees, so I am going to bet it is 45 degrees. So I'm going to type in 45 degrees. Yay. All right, let's delete my mess there. Okay. All right, next one. This is a square. What is IK? IK is the whole thing. Oh, this is a repeat problem of what we just did a minute ago. So 19 and 19, not 18, 19 and 19, that makes 38, which is the whole segment. So I'm going to type in 38. If this repeats, I'm going to skip and jump level, okay, just to make the video a little bit shorter than I normally make them. Okay, this one's a little different, so I'm just gonna show you one of these. It's not difficult. So we know the sides of the squares, this side, this side, this side, this side, this side. They're all congruent, right? So we can set up an equation that says 4c equal to c plus 66. And so we're gonna subtract the c, we get 3c equals 66, and so we divide it by 3. C should be equal to 22. All right, let's type in 22 for C because it's asking for the value of C. Now be aware, sometimes they ask for the value of the side, okay, so in which case you will substitute the 22 in. But anyway, submit. All right, okay, diagonals. This looks interesting, so I'm going to do this one before I skip. Let's read the problem carefully. That's one of the things. And you've noticed I've been marking my picture, right? Anything that I know that's true about this, I've been marking the picture. Oh, we're working with rectangle, by the way. So we're in a different shape. So I'm definitely doing this one. Um, we're given this right here, Vx. We're given Vx. So Vx is, I think I need to delete this little red mark here. There you go. We're given Vx. So Vx is the whole thing. So it says this Vx, the whole thing is 8V. Well, if the whole thing is 8V, and I know one of the properties of rectangle is that the diagonals actually bisect each other and the pieces are actually equal to each other, so I can mark all of these the same. Now if they're giving me Vx and Wy, that means they're giving me the whole entire diagonals, right? They're giving me the entire diagonal, and I know one of the properties of diagonals in rectangle is that they're congruent to each other. X Vx and Yw are congruent. So I can set up that equation. AV equals to V plus 91. And then I would subtract 1V from the right hand side. I get 7V equals 91. 91. Okay. And then I would divide 91 by 7. I would get V equals to 7 going to 9 one time with 2 left, so 13. B would equal to 13. Okay, let's put this in there and see what we got. Yay, fantastic. Okay, we got another square. Let's see if this is a repeat. If it's a repeat, yeah, it is a repeat. The sides are congruent, so you set them equal. So I'm gonna jump level. All right, let's see. This is another repeat again, right? That you set the side equal. I'm gonna jump level. Let's do another rectangle, shall we? Oh god, this is another repeat. Yeah, I'm gonna jump level. You set them equal again, and then you solve. W equal 43. I could do that in my head. Submit. There you go. Okay, here's a rectangle. Let's do a rectangle. What do we have here? RT and SU. Oh, they're giving us diagonal again. So if they're giving you diagonal, you know the diagonals are congruent to each other. So that's nothing new. We just did that one. Set them equal and solve for S, right? Skip. Maybe we need to get to the challenge zone or something. Again, these two are equal, so we set them equal. What is RS? Oh, this problem is actually asking for the whole segment, so let's do one of them. So the sides are congruent, so I'm going to set them equal. 6s minus 45 equals to 7s minus 62. And then here we have 6s over here and 7s over here. So I'm going to move the 6s over here to get the s by itself, and I'm going to add 62 to the other side, right? So negative 45 plus 62, it's 17. So I have 17 equals to 1s because I'm subtracting the 6s. So s turned out to be 17. Now, they're looking for RS, but RS is equal to any of these, right? So I can substitute it any of these and I'll find the answer. So I'll just plug it in here. I'll just do 6 times 17 here and then minus 45. I think I'm going to use a calculator. Okay. 6 times 17, just to make it faster, times 17 and then minus 45. My answer is 57. So the segment for RS is 57. Oh, I could just put it in this box right here. 57. Okay, submit. So those are actually pretty easy problems. Let's see what this one is. This one's talking about angles. Let's do some angles problems. WVY. I want W VY. Oh, they want this angle again, and this is a square. We've done this one. It's 45 degrees. So, okay, that's too easy. It's getting too easy. I am going to skip. I think I'm going to skip so that we can be in the challenge zone, okay? 45 degrees. Okay. Go to the challenge zone because these are just repeating. Okay. Challenge zone. There we go. Okay. Give us some challenging problems. Come on. Uh, is this a square? Oh, so it's asking us if this qualified to be a square, right? To be a square, now remember, to be a square, your diagonals, the pieces on your diagonals are all the same, but these are not. You see, these are not. Therefore, they're not. It's not a square. So we're gonna say no because they're using two marks instead of one mark that to indicate that they're different. So because these are different, it's not a square. Okay, submit. I like these problems. Testing to see if they qualify. Okay, rectangle. Okay, a rectangle. Okay, this one just give us diagonals. So the diagonals are the same. I think this qualify. So I'm gonna say yes. There you go. Okay, this one, is this a rectangle? Is that the same question? So I'm gonna have to say yes again. So because these pieces are the same, right? Okay. Those weren't really challenging. Is this a square? No, it's not, because again, these markings are not the same. So no. All right. I think we're gonna hit 100 very fast. Is this a rectangle? No, because these pieces are supposed to be equal, right? So no. Submit. Is this a square? Yes, that's a 90-degree angle, and all of these are the same. I'm gonna say yes. Okay. Maybe one more problem. Is this a rectangle? No, because that's different, right? These two segments are different, so no, it's not a rectangle. It's supposed to be the same. Okay, one more problem and we're done. Is this a square? Yes, it is. All these pieces are the same, and that's a 90-degree angle. So yes, hit submit, and we hit 100. The next thing I want to go over is the rhombuses. So it happens to be on a separate practice. So let's take a look at the rhombuses. Rhombuses are pretty special as well. Okay, let's take a look at this first one here. It's a rhombus. And just a few properties of the rhombuses: diagonals bisect the angles, and they meet each other at a 90-degree angle, and they also bisect each other, right? The diagonals are not equal to each other, however, they do bisect each other. The sides are all the same, okay? So that's just a few properties, okay? I'll remind you what some more when we get to those problems. So here we go. We're looking for angle SRT. So R T. So we're looking for this angle right here. Well, we know this angle, the whole angle R is being bisected by this diagonal. So we know this angle is the same over here on the other side, right? So we can find these two angles, or if we can find this one angle, we can find that one. Well, we can easily find this one because this one is a 90-degree right here, right? So if we would just take 90 and we subtract 56, if we take 90 and we subtract 56, we would get the other angle up here. So what is that? 30, 34? 34 is my other angle. So I'm going to say that SRT is also 34 degrees. So let's type that in and see what we get. All right, wonderful. Okay, next problem. Is this the same? Is it repeating? It's starting to repeat. I'm going to skip around. So they want BDE, BDE. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same problem. So we want to know this angle down here, BDE, right? BDE. This is a 90. So this is a 90, and so they want us to find this angle because they're the same, right? So we do 90 minus 27, which gives us 63. I don't trust my mental math sometimes. Let's type in 63. If I'm wrong, then we are wrong. Submit. Yay. Okay. And plus it's late at night. My brains don't function very well. All right, so here we are with DFE. We're looking for DFE. DFE. Okay, so we're looking for this angle. Well, The sides are the same on a rhombus, right? The sides are the same, which make this angle a isosceles triangle, this triangle right here, which mean that the base angles would also be the same. So what we do is we know the total is 180. So we take 180 and we subtract, oops, I just dragged that thing. Sorry. Please don't mess with me right now. Okay, thank you. All right, so we take 180 degrees and we subtract 124, and we would get an answer for both of those angles, right? Those left, and then we divide it by 2, we would get one angle. So 180 minus 24 would give us 56, 56, right? And then we take 56 and we divide it by 2, we get, what is it? 28? 28. Okay, so I'm going to say that angle is 28 degrees. Dun, 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 dun. Yay. Okay, my mental math didn't fail me. It took a minute there. But, okay. What did I do? Okay. Same problem. I'm going to skip, jump level, jump level. Let's do some challenging problems. Come on. Okay, so this is side problem. Just like the square, the rhombuses, the sides on the rhombuses are the same. Okay, so these right here, they are congruent. So just think of a rhombus as a square being pushed over. Like a square that's you sort of jam the sides in, right? You push on the sides of the squares and then it got smushed a little bit. So that's a rhombus. Anyway, so I would set these equal to each other. 7W, what am I typing? 7W equals W plus 18. Well, I'm going to subtract 1W. Oops, what did I do? Subtract 18, or plus 18, excuse me, plus 18. And then I would subtract that W. I get 6W equals 18. And so W would equal to 3. I cannot type, guys. Well, I cannot see, actually. W equals 3. And the problem just asked for W, and we're going to enter W, which is 3. Submit. Yeah, if it's the same problem, I'm skipping. Okay, well, it's not, but I think we've done this before. Instead of giving us the number, they're giving us a description. So they're giving us this angle, which is 31, and then they're also telling us that DEG, was the DEG, so this angle right here, they're giving us this one, and as U minus 39. This angle is U minus 39. Okay, I'm just labeling it right now, right? Well, we've done problems before where we said this angle, right, is congruent to this one over here on the other side. So technically I can find this angle over here because this is 90 degree. I can find this angle and I can set it equal to U minus 39. So let's find out what that angle is. It's 90 minus 31. 90 minus 31 happened to be 90 minus 31 happened to be 59, right? 59. So I can set 59 equals to 59 equals to U minus 39, right? And then I would add 39 to 59. I would get 98, and that would equal to U. So let's put that in. See if my mental math has failed me. Poof! Thank you. Okay, let's see if this is a repeat. If it's a repeat, I'm not doing it. Well, it looks like it's different, but it's not that bad. Okay, they're giving us J, and what do they want us to find? They want us to find the value of A, and they've given us HIK, HIK. So that's another thing about these guys. Make sure you know how to read your angle, right? Read and locate your angle correctly. So we want this angle right here. Well, this angle, it's equal to this angle, and it's equal to this angle, and it's equal to this angle. So that's the thing about the rhombus. The rhombus is like these two triangles are actually congruent, right? It's because that cuts it in half. So if you can find this angle right here, well, we can find that. We can take 180, we subtract 56 and divide it by 2 to get this angle, right? So I'm going to use my calculator real quick. 180 minus 56 and then divided by 2. That angle happened to be 62 degrees. So if this angle, God, that thing is moving again. If this angle is 62 degrees, then this angle over here is also 62 degrees. But then it also happened to be a plus 10. So equal a plus 10. There's my equation. So I'm going to add 10 to both. I'm actually not add 10. Subtract 10 from 62. I would get 52. So my a value is 52. Let's type that in and see what we get. And then I might skip to the challenge zone. Okay, good. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be repeating. So I'm going to delete what I just typed in there. And I'm going to jump level just to get us to the challenge zone. Okay. These haven't been that bad, so we're good. 75, come on, jump level. 80 something. Let's see if this is different. Okay, I'll do one of these and then I'll jump level. It looks different. This is a rhombus. Thank you for telling us that. RVU, and that's the thing. They either have to tell you it's a rhombus or they have to do some markings for you. RVU, angle RVU. So they're telling you this angle right here is 15C, right? This angle is 15C. Okay, I'm just labeling the angle. And then they're giving us this angle, which is 60. Well, that's easy because we know this is a 90-degree angle. So if this is 60, this has to be 30 degree. And if that's 30 degree and it equals to the other side, then we have an equation that says 15 as C equals to 30. And so if we divide by 15, C would equal to 2. So I'm going to enter 2. Submit. Yay. All right. I'm going to skip. I want to get us to the challenge zone because those are more interesting problems. 89. Sides are the same, set them equal, solve. So pretty repeating problems there. All right. Let's do the challenge zone. Is this a rhombus? So this is the part where we actually have to look at the properties carefully to determine if it's a rhombus. Right now, notice this angle is supposed to be 90 degrees to be a rhombus, right? And it's not. It's only 88 degrees. It's 2 degrees short. So we cannot say that this is a rhombus. So we say no. Submit. All right. Very good. Oh, they're marking the angles for me. So let's see. So it looks like these two triangles are congruent, right? So the diagonal actually cut the rhombus into two congruent triangles. So that qualified to be a rhombus. That's what a rhombus is. So if you can cut it either way, you can cut it this long way, or you can cut this short way, and you fold it in half, it will be exactly the same. So I'm going to say, yes, this is a rhombus. Okay. Is this one a rhombus? Okay, let's see. This is 95 degree. It's too many degrees. That's 95 degrees. No, that's not a rhombus. It's supposed to be 90 degrees. So it's a bit too many degrees. Okay, here's the thing. We learned about triangles being congruent, having to have 3 qualities, right? Like side, 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 angle, angle, side, side, angle, side, yeah, and then angle, side, angle. So if that is true, then we can say the two triangles are congruent. And in our case, if the two triangles are congruent, when the diagonal cuts it, and you can prove that the two triangles are exactly the same, then you say that that diagonal actually cut this rhombus in half, right? And so if that's true, then this rhombus, or this figure, would be a rhombus. So what do we say? Can we prove that these two triangles, EFH and GHF, are actually congruent? Well, this is angle, side, angle. Okay, angle, side, angle. So we could actually use the angle side angle theorem to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, this parallelogram is a rhombus. So I am going to say yes with 98% confidence. Submit. Yay. Okay. I reasoned my way through it. So if that was wrong, then I don't know. Well, this one's the same. Angle side angle. Yes, it's a rhombus. Wow, what the heck was that? They just gave me the exact same problems. All right, let's do this one. Is this a rhombus? No, it's not, because this angle is not 90 degrees. I'm going to say no. Okay, maybe last one. This angle, oh, this marking tells you it's 90 degree. But is that all? Is that all that requires? These two are parallel. These two are parallel. This could be a square, but a square is a rhombus. So I'm going to say yes. Cross your fingers. Yay. Okay, let's see if this one's a rhombus. Wait, no, it's not a rhombus, because the diagonal on the rhombus cut the angles in half. And these are clearly not half and half, because that's 54 and that's 58. So I'm going to say no, it's not a rhombus, and we're going to hit 100. Yay. All right, guys. Well, I hope that was fun for you as much as it was for me. But I hope it was helpful, most importantly. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like them, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your help. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye-bye.